A piece of material was gliding through the cold space at incredible speed. It was driven by incredible energy. Marana 13 was very excited. Within moments, the graduation questions appeared on the monitor. She had already entered into the machine that she had finished her preparation and was waiting for the exam questions. The machine was blinking and humming quietly. Maranta 13 was alone on the ship. Her mother, Marona 12, had died when she was still a child. The machine told her about the accident in its usual monotonous voice. She had died while repairing the damage to the outer shell. Since then, the machine had raised her, taught her. Today was the big day. The graduation exam! If she answered the questions correctly, she could ask questions. Of course, she had been able to ask questions about the curriculum, the history, science, art of Laura, but anything that wasn't in the curriculum could only be answered after graduation. Finally, the first question appeared. History. The foundations of the Constitution of Laura Marinette answered. The answer was good. The machine gave the maximum score. Second question. Mathematics. The significance of the Pythagorean theorem in prehistoric mathematics. Well, that wasn't difficult either. Third question. History of language. What is a marionette? This was a little harder. She thought for a while, but then the answer jumped out. A puppet pulled on a string, obedient to an alien will. Like me. The questions came one after another. Marinette answered, but deep down, she was still preoccupied with the third question. The exam ended successfully. She could ask the machine a question outside the curriculum. She asked it. She had been preparing for this question for a long time, formulating it for a long time. Why am I here? She finally asked. You met the requirements, so I have to answer your question. I must enlighten you about your mission. The people of Laura, like the people of all inhabited worlds, originate from Earth. As the days died out, their planets passed. Man drifted further and further from his homeland. The Laura launched an expedition to find their homeland. The Laurians were curious to see if their homeland, their starting point, still existed. They launched a spaceship with one passenger. One passenger's life is not enough for the journey. It takes 30 generations to reach the destination, and of course, 30 more to return. That is why the pilot is female! Female pilots are born on the spaceship, grow up, pass their exams, and then give birth to their offspring with the help of medical technology. They raise their children for a while, and then they usually have an accident. Don't ask me why. That is not in my program. The little girl quickly gets over this shock with the help of the machines. Then she graduates. I educate her, and the Dr. Robots impregnate her. The machines work flawlessly. The program is good. New and new generations continue the mission. The goal is still far away. After you, there will be about 17 generations living there. Whoever reaches the goal will receive the secret order, complete their task, and with the answer, launch the ship to Laura. Now that you are an adult, you can decide. There are 2 buttons in front of you. Red means you accept the task and complete it. Blue means you give up, in which case the ship will continue without passengers. It is up to you which one you choose. The machine fell silent. Marinette's hand hovered hesitantly over the buttons. My great-grandmother left Laura. Obviously voluntarily, but how could she decide about my life? About mine, who will never reach the goal? About my life, whose great-grandchild will fulfill the task. If I have a great-grandchild, how dare he? A piece of matter is hurtling through cold space at incredible speed. Driven by incredible energy. Driven forward by the most powerful force, human curiosity.